from a mother is totally unconditional. And that type of a love between a child and, a mother, there is no other type of love like that. So the first, the first exposure to love, it occurs with the mother. Even inside the womb, this process of love, caring, it starts. Now, if the love and the safety needs of a child are fulfilled, that child is going to grow up and be a good human being. And in a way, be a good human being translates also to being a good leader. Now, labor, what our mothers teach us is that the labor of the mothers is usually, now the generations are changing, so and I'd be using the term usually, not always. It is an invisible type of labor. And at least for all of most of us, I think over here, Mr. Akash being the youngest, so even if he's seen it, then I can say for all of us here. The what your mother's labor is, it's invisible, but the presence of that force you can't deny. So invisible love, labor, unconditional love, these are factors, these are factors which make you reach to high points in your and successes in your life. So, when you don't make the noise, you hear it more.
Yes. Okay.
This
Thank
is
you,
my
ma'am.
say.
And yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing your perspective on this. So, would like to ask same question to Nalini, ma'am. So, ma'am, what does the theme love, labor, and leadership personally mean to you?
How to start with? You have taken up my heart when you have asked me this question. My entire life is based on only on these three pillars: love, labor, and leadership. And that's what I lived for entire my life. And the credit goes to none other than my angel parents. I will not say only my mother, but my angel parents, and especially my mother, who has given me the birth and made me capable of being such a human being. Now, secondary, as a parent, as a mother, I feel that I am blessed. So respected and loved Akash sir and esteemed panelist, and all the people who are watching us, a very happy evening for all of you. It is truly an honor to speak on this topic, because the theme which I have lived for entire of life of mine, and I feel it is a philosophy of any woman in this world, especially an Indian woman. Her baby ma'am will second me for this, because any Indian woman in this world is born for two things. One is for the sake of the family, and the second is the sake of for their own, to get the love and give the love, isn't it, ma'am? And so for that sake, I will say that the topic which you have taken up, love, labor, and leadership, driven by love, built by effort, and led by vision. Yes, of course, I am done by this. I have been driven by love. It was the love of my parents and later the love of my family which made me Nalini Asthana. Otherwise, I was no one. And the behind this, the effort was initially given by my parents. If I will share my story, how thrice I was supposed to go away from this world, but every time my father pulled me back on this earth, and he said, my child cannot go, my child cannot go. This was always his say. He fought with the doctors and he said, वो मर नहीं सकती है. एक बाप का विश्वास इस तरह से जीता था. और उस विश्वास को मैं हर बार किसी न किसी के मुंह से सुनती थी कि तुम्हारे डैडी तुम्हारे लिए लड़ गए थे. तो मैं उस फादर को क्या बोलूं, उस पिता को क्या बोलूं. ही वॉज रियली एन एंजल हु ब्रॉट मी हियर, हु मेड मी लिव हियर. एंड आज मैं आपके सामने इस उम्र तक बैठी हुई हूँ, जबकि मुझे 13 वर्ष की उम्र में चले जाना चाहिए था. सो दैट वॉज माई स्टोरी. दैट इज अ बिग स्टोरी. Someday when will we get time, or I'll be writing a book for your publication, then I'll write this story surely. My story is a really a very adventurous and tremendous story of mine, and I really want to write a book. I will write one single book in my life, that I have made sure. Once my child will be on his destination which he has thought of. It's not a destination, it's just a milestone where he'll be reaching, but still I'm waiting for that day. So love, labor and leadership is all about that. And as a person, it is always built. If we love, we carry for people. The labor we invest in growth, and the leadership vision we choose to live by every single day is the only reason which makes a person like us. And they only try to bring the change in the environment, in the society, in the world. So this is all about my perspective of love, labor, and leadership. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And yes, amazing. And yes, your story is really adventurous. As of now, जितना हम जानते हैं ना. So thank you once again for sharing your perspective. And I would like to ask one very important question to Rania ma'am and then Subha ma'am. The same question because you both are in education, you both are leaders, and you both have a lot of experience in education. And Rania ma'am, for you, I have a question that what qualities make a truly impactful leader in today's world? Please unmute.
Okay, now am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, several important qualities make a person a good leader. I mean that leadership is not only about, of course, giving orders. It's about inspiring, first of all, guiding, helping others.
Yes,
Am I audible? Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes. Please continue.
And it's about inspiring, guiding, and helping others achieve a common goal. So the first is vision, because a leader has clear goals and the ability to see future possibilities. Vision helps leaders guide others in the right direction. And of course, visionary educators are those who can inspire students and they can transform their lives. They can make a difference in their lives. That's why I'm always saying that the teachers are brain changers and life changers. The second is confidence, because good leaders believe in themselves and their decisions, and confidence encourages others to trust and follow them. Another important issue has to do with moral values. Why I'm saying this? Because I think that in the next years, everybody will know how to handle AI and digital platforms, but it will be very rare to find people with true moral values, because unfortunately, the educational system does invest a lot in this. So values like honesty and integrity, truthfulness, and strong moral values are essential in leadership. And people respect leaders who are fair, usually and trustworthy. Another great quality is, of course, communication skills, because leaders must express their ideas clearly and listen carefully also to others, so have empathetic listening. And good communication builds understanding and teamwork also. responsibility, because a leader accepts duties seriously and takes responsibility for both success and failure. The empathy that I mentioned before, if we try to understand the feelings and problems of others, this helps leaders make wise and compassionate decisions. And definitely it's about discipline, because self-control and hard work, if I judge for myself, everything I have achieved is through hard work. Nobody has helped me in anything. So hard work is important leadership quality. Disciplined leaders set a positive example always to others. And of course, this goes along with courage, because leaders often face difficult situations, and courage helps them make a tough decision without fear. A good leader can analyze situations and find effective solutions to challenges. So we talk about problem-solving ability. And of course, all these types of leaders motivate people to work together with enthusiasm and confidence. So leadership qualities can be developed, because the question is usually, are we born leaders, or it's something which is acquired later. So I would say here that leadership qualities can be developed actually through learning, through experience, through mentoring, through practice. And the true leader is not someone, of course, who controls people, but someone who mentors, who guides, who facilitates, who inspires them towards success. So more or less at this. But I think that moral values is very important, because it's rare nowadays to find this.
Yes, of course, there's a really important qualities. Of course, vision is important, communication skill, and all the things you mentioned, and that becomes a powerful leader. So, one more question I want to ask to Bedi ma'am about leadership only. So, ma'am, the question is that how can families and society better support women leaders?
An extremely good question, because, if I can see from my great grandmother and then mother,
Yeah.
and now me, and I don't have a daughter, but I have a daughter in the form of a daughter-in-law. So it is totally on the support of the society and the support of the family. First is the family, of course, the smallest unit of society, and then comes the
Mm.
society itself. But if you see that, totally worldwide, how many women leaders we have, so we have a long way to go also. And in that, I would like to say that what support is required in at the home is for uh, the mothers to bring up their children, be it boy or a girl, in the similar manner that, okay, cooking, seeing the laundry, seeing your child also, these are life core skills. So these are nothing got to do with gender thing. And where does this lifestyle things get converted into gender roles? It is from the main society. So society has to help by gradually changing the stereotypes of gender roles and promoting and praising women who go out to work, rather than, giving some remarks which hurt a woman, and in a way that, they undermine her confidence. But if you have, even if this happens, if your family, is very supportive and they do understand, then the support from the family is what helps you boost up your confidence and go forward and do it all. And this has to actually start, from the childhood. And lot of, I can say that it's not in the majority, but lot of families have changed in this way. So to the women, I would say, ask for help. There is nothing wrong in asking for help. delegate, you have the empathy, you have so many years of invisible experience, make it visible now. And there is, nothing wrong in learning from anyone, because we are just stepping out, and we have this neuroplasticity thing in us, and we have to change our neuroplasticity. And I would say that every woman should catch the hand of another woman till the hand of the last woman is caught, because it is in the society more up to the woman to help a woman. I won't say that there are not men doing it, but yes, the more onus lies on the woman who has been able to overcome this bridge. So thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, ma'am. And one more question, same pattern, but in different manner. I want to ask to Rania, ma'am. So, how do women redefine leadership in modern society?
Yes, great question. Okay, first, I would like to add here about love and leadership and labor that we need to take consideration the challenges in the modern world. That modern society faces challenges like the decline in human connection. Technology has increased communication, but at the same time has reduced genuine emotional interaction. So many people experience isolation, despite the fact that they're digitally connected. So the first one is declining human connection, though, so this means that we need love. Second is leadership crisis, because corruption, selfishness, the lack of accountability can weaken public trust in leaders. And this is happening in my country, Greece. The young people are not motivated, and they don't want even to go to vote. So they are tired from, this lack of accountability. So the leadership crisis. So ethical leadership is essential for, obviously, for social coherence, for social stability, etc. And the last one, the labor, we have seen the exploitation of labor. Workers in many parts of the world still face unfair wages, unsafe conditions, and unemployment. So economic inequality remains a major concern. And addressing these challenges is something that requires compassion, it requires responsible governance and respect for human dignity. So what I want to say here is that love, leadership, and labor are pillars of human civilization, because love nurtures relationships in humanity, leadership guides societies towards progress, and labor transforms vision into reality. And when they are combined, all these forces can create strong families, can create successful organizations and peaceful nations. Every individual here has a role to play, because by practicing kindness, living responsibly, and valuing honest work, people contribute to better and humane society. So now you asked me about women. First of all, I want to say that I want to talk about women in STEM, especially women in science. In general, women leaders already are playing an important role in society, politics, education, in business, in families, because they always bring fresh perspectives to the forefront. They have innovative mindset. I'm not saying this. There are already recent studies who show that when women are involved in the business, for example, in business activities, they are very successful. So why? Because women have fresh perspectives. They have pro-social behavior in comparison to men. This means they have more empathy, they have compassion, they are better decision makers than men. And today, women are already leading nations, companies, schools, social movements, proving that leadership is based on ability and character and not gender. So how women leaders contribute to society? Definitely, first by promoting equality, because many women leaders work to ensure equal rights, education, healthcare, and opportunities for everyone. The problem-solving decision-making dimension, because women leaders contribute fresh ideas and balanced decisions in politics, in business, in science. And that's why many women leaders are involved in peace-building activities, in teamwork and social harmony, because you're able to encourage dialogue and understanding. What I want to say here, from my perspective and what I see, what is happening in Europe or in Greece about women in science, women in STEM, although we organize a lot of initiatives in order to encourage girls and women towards the science-related careers, still we see that the results are disappointing. In some cases, for example, in the manufacturing engineering, we see that the number of women who enroll in these studies are stable. In terms of some other subjects like computer science, the number is decreasing. And we're talking about a period when now the European Union invests a lot on girls and in STEM. I want to say here that I'm a part of a very innovative program also, which was launched by Space Kids India, that will be in India this August, very soon, in a few months. And this program involves 12,000 girls from 108 countries. So the program, the goal here is of course, to teach them about what we're going to do. We're going to build mini satellites, CubeSats, which will be sent to the moon during the Chandrayaan-4 space mission, etc. So, of course, the goal here is to make actually girls love science, to make science attractive. This is the goal of all these kinds of problems. I want to say that women need more opportunities. They need to be involved in pioneering innovative programs like this. They need mentorship engagement, because the biggest problem when it comes to women leadership is the lack of confidence. And if we talk about the world of science, women don't feel welcome in the world of science. The world of science is hostile towards women. Still, we can see the difference, for example, in the wage, in terms of wages and salaries, difference in terms of promotion. We see in research what is happening. Only 30% of women are researchers worldwide. Only 20% are astronauts. Only 11% are astronauts. 20% of women only are engaged in space, in the space industry. Unfortunately, still there are stereotypes, there are long-lasting biases that actually try to discourage women somehow, but let's not ignore that the progress is huge, the progress is immense, and women leaders can play a crucial role through determination, through support, and may continue to succeed and create positive change. So what I see from my experience here with working with girls, the first one is the lack of confidence. They don't feel confidence. They want more mentorship. When I started this program, it was very difficult to recruit girls here in Greece, because there was this mindset of parents that only men, should follow STEM disciplines, etc., etc. Anyway, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Amazing. And I would like to ask one last question, and it's a combined question. So, and it will be a very good learning point for audience and for myself also. I'm asking that question because of that. So, ma'am, Dr. Bedi, ma'am, the question is for you. What is your one action step for the audience and for you first to become best, yeah, better leader? So one for you, which you practice, and one for audience.
So what I practice is the same thing, like I would give to the audience. Like it's always like what you want for yourself, that you expect from others, and vice versa.
Yes.
So it's like doing private, what you would like to, get accomplished in public. And that means at the back of it is a lot of consistency, hard work, and discipline. So be consistent, and hard work doesn't mean that burn yourself out. Take rest when your body says, move a little inch, half an inch forward, learn something daily, and enjoy the journey. If you keep your eyes only on the goal, it'll be very, very stressful.
Amazing, amazing. So very short but important things. We have to be consistent, hard work. Means not just working and burning yourself and take a rest. Rest is also important. If you take proper rest and then you can go long term, and that's important. And yes, many things we learn, and if we execute with ourselves, then that will be beneficial. So thank you, ma'am, for this amazing action steps. So same question for the Rania ma'am also. So what is your action step for yourself and for audience to become better leader?
Mhm. I will add here that becoming a better leader requires continuous learning, so lifelong learning. We never stop learning things, and concern for others. Leadership, it's not only about authority; it's about helping others, and of course, this has to do with how we try, for example, to improve our decision-making skills also, because good leaders think carefully before making decisions and consider the effect on others. At the same time, how we communicate our vision to others and how we collaborate with others, so how develop our interpersonal skills, how we speak clearly, how we listen carefully, and effective communication is always what builds the trust and understanding. Is the key, the number key one for success, I think. Lead by example, because leaders should practice what they teach. Hard work, we mentioned before, discipline, we mentioned positive behavior, inspires, stimulates others to follow, and build confidence, because confidence helps leaders face challenges and motivate others during difficult situations. Stay calm under pressure in times of crisis. We have seen, for example, many companies closed during the period of the COVID pandemic. So in this case, times of crisis, the management crisis, an important leadership quality nowadays, and the leaders should remain patient and focused during problems or emergency. Let's not forget that everything we do has to do with how we make impact. So true leadership is based on service. A good leader works for the welfare and success of others, not only personal gain. This means, of course, to be honest, responsible, to be empathetic, and encourage teamwork. So anyone can become a better leader through practice, through lifelong learning, through positive behavior, and leadership grows when people develop confidence, empathy, honesty, responsibility, integrity, and a great leader inspires others and creates positive change in society.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, ma'am, once again, and for the amazing action steps. And I would like to ask same question to Nalini ma'am also. What is your one action step for you and for audience to become a better leader?
So, Akash sir, in this context, I would like to reflect again on my own journey as an education evangelist. I realized that every meaningful step forward came from the three words which you have coined: loving people genuinely, working consistently, and believing in a larger vision makes the person a correct leader, or a leader, I will say. So, whether conducting in my own life, if I see whether conducting any teachers training or parenting workshop or any educational webinar, or even as a parent to my own children, my purpose has always remained the same: to create meaningful impact through my deeds. And that makes me a leader in among them, and that only produce leaders whom I am training. So I believe that every human carries the power to change lives, and for far beyond their own scenario, they can do this if they try a little bit. A small step taken can change the person and become the leader. It is not always that everybody can become Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi or Lincoln, but in your scenario, if you are able to do something which is for the good of that society and for the people, then it is more than enough. You are a leader. In my capacity, in your capacity, we all are leaders. Why? Because we are trying to do our best, and at least from our one step, anybody or everybody is learning something good. I will quote the word good instead of just learning. Yes, something good they are learning. So we are not only bringing up, we are shaping the country, we are shaping the society. So we, in shaping, we need confidence, we need character, we need emotional strength, and the future will of the society will change on its own if these many things will be there. And I would like to bring a thought in front of you that love gives the reason to serve, isn't it? Love, behind love only, it is the person who is trying to serve. If a person is very kind hearted, if the person is present everywhere, if the person is doing something good for anybody and everybody in some other manner, definitely he or she is a, got much love and is a lovable person too. I'm sorry. And labor gives the courage to continue. If you are a hard worker, as Bedi ma'am said, and as Rania ma'am also quoted, that people should come out as a leader. Yes, it needs labor. If you are having that courage to continue, and I can vouch on this that Rania Lampu is one name present in each and every webinar every day, wherever she is wanted. If her name is there, she will make sure that she is there. This is the commitment required. This is the commitment required, and that is the only continuity which we are looking forward. So leadership gives us the power to transform life, and by this, if she is doing this kind of labor, I'm just giving her example, she if she is doing this kind of labor, she is bringing the change which is required, and that only will create leaders for us. So when these three come together, it creates a mission for us, and with a mission only the vision can be attained. So the love, the labor, and the leadership goes one after the other, holding hands. As Bedi ma'am said, we had to be holding, everybody means every woman has to hold the hand of the other woman. In that way, I will say every human being has to hold the hand of the other human being. Then only it is possible. Then only it is possible. So these are my words. Thank you so very much.
Excellent.
Thank
Dr.
you. Thank
Nalini, just
you, ma'am.
to add here something, I would like to add here something that you can mention about me. Actually, I have conducted over 4,000 lectures from 2020 till now. I'm not exaggerating, this is the number. So one thing that we forgot to mention here is sacrifice, because I sacrificed obviously personal social life, a lot of time. So leaders should also be ready for sacrifice.
Yes,
It's
yes.
something that I forgot.
Sacrifice is one more thing which has to be added in this. Yes, definitely. Sacrifices
Sacrifice
only.
the quality of leader again. So thank you once again. Thank you, ma'am. And as I conclude today's topic is love, labor, and leadership. Yes, three L we learn, and amazingly, There are lots of qualities we learn from you. And Yes, Mother's Day is there, and mothers can do anything. Mothers are true leaders, and hats off to all mothers. Thank you, Dr. Bedi ma'am, Rania ma'am, Nalini ma'am, for joining with us, and keep joining with us and keep inspiring our audience. So, thank you for today. We will meet soon again in next webinar. Till take care, great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure to be with you. And we are always committed to do anything good required for our universe. At least